friends and subscribers. I want to talk just briefly about that first ounce of silver or gold that you held. When and where was it? What was the coin? For me, it was a Morgan silver dollar, and then after that, many years ago, it was an American Eagle. And that was the first time that I actually held something that had real value. That's the first time that for me I understood what real money was. And it's not something that could be explained to me by another. It had to be something where I had to hold that first ounce that I owned. And then everything made sense to me after that. It's a funny sort of feeling, and I think that you have some similar stories about that. And the transformation that takes place once you hold something that is real and you're not conned by paper or conned by promises that are empty, stuff that is leveraged or promised or created out of debt or owes somebody something. The only honest money I've ever held is gold and silver, and that's happened to be the case for several years now, and probably will be the case going forward until I can no longer buy gold and silver as a very old person. But I think that it's important to remember that time, because it's something that is important. Ever since I picked up one of these and I got on that path of collecting coins and saving money in the real form of money, which is hard assets, this stuff here doesn't really seem the same. Whenever I held paper money after that first ounce, it didn't ring true. It ringed hollow. It didn't have the same feeling for me as it had before. I remember being a kid and getting allowance or whatever, and being really giddy about having something to go spend and to purchase something I wanted on. And that feeling didn't even hold a candle. It paled in comparison to holding that first ounce. So if you have a similar story, or you want to post here, what was the first ounce you held? I'd appreciate to see that. It's not often that I really kind of talk about the path that I've been on and my past, because this channel is really not about that, and I'll get to more about that later. This channel is not about me. I've never really wanted it to be. But this is a very personal video in terms of why do I do what I do, and why do I have an appreciation for precious metals. It's because this transformed me when I held it, when I owned it. I had never owned real money before that day that I held that first ounce. And I think that most of you that watch this channel will agree with me.